In this video, we'll be talking about natal Gemini sun in the second house and what this placement means for you if you have it in your chart or if you're watching for somebody else. So with that being said, what the sun represents in astrology is it represents our character and the motivation of our actions, especially how we want our actions to be perceived, how we want to be seen in the world. And it's also how we come across to others. And the sun is also having to do with our ego. So with that being said, when the sun is in Gemini, which is a mutable air sign and is all about adaptability and circumstance, this to me shows somebody whose actions are more superficially motivated by ideas, by their mind, or by circumstance, or by opportunities. So like Gemini sun shows somebody that's passionate about opportunities, that's passionate about ideas, that's passionate about progress and the future. So they love to come up with creative or flashy new ideas. They love to also take advantage of very brief circumstantial topics. So things such as trading, selling things. They love commerce. They love trading stocks, like as a career. Some of them, like they just love anything that has to do with circumstance and opportunity. And it is a Gemini is a more fickle sign. It's a more all over the place type of energy. So to others, like when the sun is in Gemini, you will come across as more fickle or superficial in your actions, because at times people will misinterpret your actions as coming from a more deep place than where they actually came from, which is really just circumstance. And so, other people may take it personally when they perceive that you switched up on a version of yourself that you were, several weeks ago, or on something that you promised, or something that you said you were going to do, or like it may not even be that you go back on your promises. It may just be the fact that something you do contradicts, a previous circumstance. But anyway, that's why Gemini has the stereotype of being two-faced at times, or like more superficial or fickle. Gemini is probably the most adaptable or the most all over the place sign. Anyways, with that being said, that's where your actions really are motivated. They're just really motivated by circumstance, as opposed to other signs, such as sun in Cancer, which would show somebody whose actions are motivated by their emotions or something, more deep like that. But with that being said, Geminis, they love circumstantial things. They love conversation. They love reacting to things. They love trade, and they love commerce. They like to collect, rare items and trade those things. This could be, a passion that they had as a child, Pokemon cards, trading cards, things like that. The reason why is because Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the Roman god of trade and commerce. So anyways, I just felt the need to mention that and to talk about the trade aspect of this because it might be relevant. And I really just go off of intuition with these videos. And it's kind of relating to the theme of the second house as well, because the second house is about finances. So with that being said, somebody with the sun in Gemini in the second house is mainly motivated by financial opportunities or opportunities for worth or for wealth. Now, also the sun is the ruler of the fifth house and the sign Leo in astrology. And this house and sign are all about passions. So the sun shows something that we're passionate about or that we always have energy for, because Leo is a fire sign and it's a fixed fire sign. So it's about unwavering passion or unwavering energy. So to me, when the sun is in the second house in Gemini, this shows somebody who is passionate about having options or having opportunities, because the second house is an earth house and it's about possessions, it's about resources, and it's about finances. And with the combination of Gemini is about opportunities, options, or circumstances. And somebody who has the sun in the second house in Gemini is a very specific type of Gemini sun, and they are the type that they like to maintain or possess or accumulate more options or freedom. Like that's their main motivation behind their actions, and that's the main thing that they're passionate about. They just love having variety because, again, the second house is about possessions and Gemini is about variety, circumstances, opportunities, or options. So also the natural sign that has the second house in Gemini is Taurus, the sign of possessions, worth, value, and abundance and wealth. So people with the second house in Gemini, a lot of them will be Taurus risings, but some of you guys may not even have the second house cusp in Gemini. You guys just may have, a large part of the sign of Gemini in your second house. But with your sun being here, this is like a Taurus type of placement. And it just shows somebody that likes to possess options or opportunities. So your actions are really motivated by that. So unlike another Gemini, which is more chaotic, more mutable and uncontrolled, and they really just adapt to any circumstance that's thrown at them, and they try to make the best out of every opportunity. They might try to climb the ranks as well. You also have the tendency to want to climb the ranks, but you are a more careful Gemini. Like you are a Gemini whose actions are calculated based on what will maintain you the most options or opportunities in the future. And that may be the way that you approach, relationships. That may be even the way that you subconsciously approach communication and conversations. And it's just something that's going to be really true about yourself if you really think about it. So that's just really what I'm getting because of your sun being in the second house and in Gemini. It's all about possessions and opportunities. Now, of course, also the second house is about finances. So these people are good at business and they are good at making plans. They love to think about ideas for plans and a way of achieving something, or like how they want to go about things in order to maximize the outcome. So anyways, that summarizes Sun in Gemini in the second house. With that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed. And if you did and you resonated in any way with this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more content. And if you'd like a natal chart reading, the link is in the description to my Patreon, where I do a free natal chart reading for my Jupiter tier patrons, which is my higher tier. I also have a link to my email in the description if you'd like to contact me that way and book a reading. So definitely check those out if that interests you, and if you'd like a personalized chart reading of all your placements as well as your North Node. With that being said, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting in any way that you do. And I'll talk to you guys sometime soon in another video. Thanks for watching.